Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. We are jumping back into another bathroom renovation video. The last one that I posted was quite a few months ago. At the last week or so, I've been working pretty hard at getting this bathroom finished up. There'll probably be another video after this for the final touch-ups and reveal, but we got pretty close in this video, so I hope you guys enjoy.
Yesterday, there was sun and there was rain, beauty in the mundane. And as the light startled our eyes, we let go of disguise. And now, there's something in the air, and a sparkly shimmer on our skin, restoring everything within.
Merle came in to say hi to Mama. Hi, Merle. You coming in to say hi to Mom? You coming in to say hi to Mom? What you doing, Buttercup? What you doing? Meow. Alright, you guys, we are jumping back into the bathroom renovation. I don't know how long I've been working on this darn bathroom project. It has been like last priority, and I don't know if you guys are anything like I am, but it's like you start a project, you get into it a certain ways, and then you hit an area where you're not really sure what to do, or you're intimidated by it. So you kind of like stop. So instead of like learning, or like just jumping in and trying it anyways, you just stop completely because you get intimidated or something. I don't know what my problem is with it. I'm like that with anything molding. I get real like, oh God, it just seems like it's so difficult and I'm not gonna be able to figure it out. So instead of like figuring it out, I just like, I'm done. So it has been, I've been like very slowly working on each little project in here. So the last thing that I did was I finally got the beadboard up. The next thing that I need to do is I need to put this molding around the bottom, and then I have some corner pieces that I need to put in here, and then I need to caulk the seams here. And then I have a trim piece. I decided to go with a smaller piece for up here, just because it's so busy right here. I don't want anything else taking away from the light fixture. So I just want something kind of just more or less to soften this area here. And then over here, I'm gonna do the same, but I'm actually thinking about, let me go grab it real quick. So I got these from, let's say it goes this way, from Courtney, from Picking, Michigan. I bought this from her antique booth in Midland, I believe it was, like a year or so ago, and I wasn't sure where I wanted to put them. I was originally thinking the kitchen when I do the float, I was going to do floating shelves, but then now I'm actually thinking about doing just all cabinetry along this whole wall, and then floating shelves over the kitchen. So I don't know, long story short, I think I'm changing my layout of the kitchen again. Shocker. So I'm thinking about putting these in here, and this is kind of what I'm thinking for here. And then I would put, I picked up 1x10s. Picked up 3 of them the other day at Menards, and I'll insert the video here in just a minute. I am currently at Menards, and I am looking at their 1x10x6s for the shelf in the bathroom. This is one of the brackets that I think I'm going to use. I got this from a girl named Courtney that has a YouTube channel, Picking, Michigan. and I bought this from her a year, I think it was last year sometime, but I've been waiting for the perfect opportunity of like, we're gonna put this in the bathroom, we're gonna put it in the kitchen, and I think I'm gonna use it in the bathroom. So I've got a pair of these. And then once I picked those up, I'm still deciding if I'm thinking about painting them the same color as this. I was gonna stain them, but I have yet to find a wood stain for inside the house that I like. That's not horribly expensive. Like the honey teak, cabot like stain that I use outside, I love for outside, but I don't want that in the house. And I just have not found an inside stain that I am in love with. I honestly like the like bleached look, the really light pine oak like bleached look. You see a lot of like European pieces that look like that. If you guys watched the Found Cottage Mercantile Market video that I uploaded, I think, I don't know, 4 or 5 videos ago, where it was in Holland, Michigan. There's a few vendors there that I was looking at her furniture, and I mentioned in there that that's the style wood that I love. Like, that's the kind of stain I would like, like, it's not really a stain, it's the color of the wood, but like obviously if you buy pine from a box store, it doesn't look like that. So I gotta play with it more and see how to do that, because I would ideally like for a lot of the stuff in the house to be like that. So I'm thinking about staining them with the Sculptor's Clay by Bear, so that way it just kind of, it matches. And then I don't know if you guys remember, I think I've done one video before, this was like bathroom renovation, I can't remember, it's been such a long time I can't quite remember. Behind this wall here, I was talking about this. So behind this is actually a brick fireplace, like chimney. Yeah. I have been back and forth about taking the drywall off of this because I would love to have exposed brick in here. I feel like it would really, really warm up the space. But it like hurts my soul to like mess up perfectly good drywall because I know how horrible it is. It's like one of those things, if I mess it up and I don't like it, which I don't know why I wouldn't like it, I'm like, I know I could not get it to look like this ever again. I would have to like do beadboard or like anything other than drywall because it would never look like this again. So it freaks me out just a little bit to have to take this down. But I really feel in my soul that I need to take it down. I need to take the drywall off. But the only thing that worries me is like, okay, then once I get like around the top, like my biggest fear is like taking this down and then it damaging the drywall on the ceiling. And then like, again, I don't know drywall. So I feel like it just stresses me out. Because I don't know how I would fix the ceiling. I feel like it would cause more issues. And I'm just ready for this bathroom to be done, I'm just so ready for it to be finished so I can use it. Like I could use the shower right now, but that's it. And I'm just ready to have a functioning bathroom on this level. So I'm like, I want to so bad, but I'm like, I'm just not. I have so many other renovations that I need to do in this house, and I'm afraid this is gonna like open a can of worms that I'm not ready for. And eventually, this bathroom I love it, but I'm not like crazy in love with it. One thing I wish I would have done different is I wish I would have just went with the penny tile floor instead of this. This was a way cheaper. I think it was going to be for the penny tile like $700-800 to do this bathroom versus this like marble stick-on tile that I grouted. I think I spent like $110-ish. It wasn't very much, and I still have half a box left. Because it was a lot cheaper, and like obviously I don't have a ton of money, so I don't want to like be like, oh yeah, but I want to do things right because obviously I don't want to have to go back through and redo it later. So, and the bathtub didn't turn out like the last bath that I painted. It worked out great. This one did not. I don't know what the difference is between the two bathtubs, but certain areas it's bubbling and peeling on the inside. So long story short, in the next couple of years, not in a huge hurry for it, The bathtub I'm actually going to take out, and I'm just gonna do like a walk-in shower, and I'm just gonna do tile. And then when I do that, I'm gonna do the penny tile. To be honest, I'll probably just do penny tile on all of it. I don't know, but, and just redo the floor and the shower, but everything else will stay the same. It'll just be that. So maybe when I do that, I will do this as well, because I might even hire my Amish friend to do, because he does tile work also. And the bad thing about this house, it only has a 1.5 bathroom. So this is the full bathroom, and the one upstairs does not have a shower or bathtub. It's only a sink and a toilet. So I don't want to get into it, and then it takes me way longer, then I have no way to shower. Maybe I'll do it in the summer so I can at least go out and like use the water hose or something. I don't know. So that's my biggest worry about this, because I can't stand the bathtub shower combo mix, because of it's just the way it's not pretty. So, but it works for now, so I'm not fussing with it. But I definitely want to change it out at some point, and that's my biggest worry with that, is trying to get it done quick so I have a shower to use. So it's one of those things. I'm going to experiment with the Florida house and see how long it takes me to tile and to do a bathroom, because down there it's not that big of a deal for rushing, because I have my dad's. And I'll have 2 bathrooms to do down there. So that'll give me, I think, plenty of experience. So at least when I go to start this, I'll know what I'm doing. So I'll know how long it'll take me roughly. And if it's one of those things that still takes me like a few days to do, then maybe I would hire my Amish neighbor, and then like when we go to Florida, just have him come in and do it while I'm away, so that way like I'm not going to be using it. Just be like, here's the keys, come in and work on it, and that way it's finished when I get back, and it would not be an inconvenience. So I don't know, I'm very much torn about this, but I think she's going to hold off for now until I do this. And since the flooring will be getting redone, then maybe by then I'll have more drywall experience. I hate drywall. I hate drywall so much. So I think she's just going to hold off. But that is definitely something I want to do, because I feel like having exposed brick, oh, that would just be beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So the 3 shelves that I'm going to do, I'm actually going to do one up high, and then like here, and then probably again somewhere in here is where I'm gonna have those 3 shelves. And the laundry hamper is gonna be down below here. So today's task, like I said earlier, is doing the trim, doing the molding, caulking the cracks, and then get the toilet in here. I've got to get the toilet, so at least I have a toilet on this level. Been running up and down the stairs every time I have to go tinkle, so it's a good workout. I'm sick of going up the stairs. So I'm toilet, and then I need to put the vent cover on. I got a new one for that. And then I want to work on the shelves. Oh, and then I gotta put this vinyl stuff over the glass, so that way, like, office library room is right here, and the main window is like right there, so like I could see the road. So I want it so like if, I don't know, I'm in here, people can't see through. So it still lets light through, but you can't really see. And this is a really pretty like kind of leaf pattern. I don't know if you guys can see what it looks like, but I've never installed it, but it looks pretty straightforward. You gotta get a spray bottle with some water and like a squeegee, which I don't have a squeegee, but I have like old cards and stuff that I can use. So maybe I'll work on that first. Yeah, let's work on that first. Okay. I don't have a spray bottle, so I just dampened a paper towel. I'm going to attempt to use that instead. But I hope this is going to be enough. I'm starting to think it's not. It's definitely not going to be enough. I hope it's not. Well, well, if that's the case, then I'm going to have to go a different route. Because I bought this forever and ever ago at Pat Sale Bar in Florida. So I will have to save this. I bought one because I was in Florida. And I wasn't sure what I was going to use it for. Okay, well, schnitzels of schnitzelness. That means I've got to buy, well, I guess that works out because there's one that I like better on Amazon. That's got a prettier design. This one was cheaper, so I went this route. Okay, long story short, it did not fit. So let me get the full measurements. 56, so 57 by, it's gonna say 21. Let me see what I can find on Amazon. It is literally hailing outside. Oh my gosh, this is really loud rain. I've got a helper. It's hailing outside and it's thundering and she's out there shivering. She's like, Mom, I'm not a fan of whatever this is. So she's in the house hanging out. She's all nerved up because she's not sure. I don't think she's ever seen hail before. She's like, I don't know what this is. Oh my God, the sky. But it hurts. Like she's got her dog house and she was loose in the yard so she can come on the porch and that is officially in. This piece, thinking, okay. Will work better. Yeah. And that'll be perfect because then I'll have the extra to do that end down there. Okay. And then this is what I'm going to put. I just wanted something very dainty. Trim number 1 is done. Starting to look a little bit more finished. I have all the trimming done. I was able to use the 2 leftover scrap pieces from these 2 and link them together and it being like the perfect length, so it saves me using a brand new strip. They're not expensive. I think they're like $4 or $5 per one, but still. So if I don't end up using it, I'll return that. So the only thing I have left to do is caulk the seams, and then I just got to touch up paint, and then I'm going to install the 2 brass brackets, and then there's the one board. I'll measure what I need. I'll probably go outside and cut that. I think it's still raining, so I'm like trying to, anything big that needs to be cut, I'm hoping it's going to let up soon. And then I can put that, so I gotta paint it, and then I can put it up there. But while that's, so then while everything's drying, then I can at least get the toilet installed. That is like, it's so exciting. Like, I can't believe I'm so close. Yeah, much better. Time to start painting. Woohoo! Can't figure out what that noise was. It's Merlster coming down the stairs. Got a window open and there's like flies galore. Haha, got 2 of them making out. I've got a window open and some of my windows, they're all very old windows, but they don't have, a bunch of them don't have screens on them. So it's kind of like, I need to get windows replaced. I have my Amish friend quoted me on one of them. That's a big one. That's like the main one that I opened that doesn't really have a screen on it. It does, but it's not a very good screen. And then I have several others that need to be replaced as well. So the flies like to come in and bug me. Okay, you guys, it is time for the fun part. We get to install the prettiness. We get to do the pretty stuff. I am so very excited about this. Okay. Now let me look at it before I think that's going to be a really, really nice touch. What do you guys think? And then the shelf on top, that's painted the same color. And then thinking just cute little like artsy stuff, because I want to do paintings and stuff in here, but I don't really want to mess up the wallpaper either. So I'm liking it. I think it looks very nice. Let me show you guys a little bit more up close. It looks smaller in the video, I feel like, but I think they're a nice size for in here. And this is all looking very nice. I think I did a pretty good job with the trim. I'm very proud of myself. The only thing that I messed up on is I didn't line up the beadboard here, so you can kind of see, like visually, like not on the camera. Like when I walk in here, I don't see it, but I can see it through the camera for some reason. So it kind of doesn't line up there with the seam. I should have flipped it, but I think the reason I didn't was because that side was the cut side, so it wasn't 100% like flawless like a brand new side was. So that's why I butted it up without having to cut a brand new like sheet of beadboard. So I think that's why I did that without even realizing it. So just trying to save supplies and I have to keep cutting new stuff. And same with that, that one's got a double-sided one, but that's going to be covered up by the vanity mirror, so that won't be that noticeable. But I like it. I am a fan. I'm glad that I saved these bracket things for in here. Alright, let's see if it fits before I paint her up. And it fits perfectly. Okay. Oh, that's really gonna tie it together. I feel like the board seems wavy. It better not be wavy. Hold on, let me try flipping it. Well, digging up wallpaper here. That's actually... can't tell. It's gotta be the board that's wavy because I see a gap in the back. Yeah, it's definitely the board. But I think it needs 2 screws on the top, so I think once I do that, but I feel like if I put something heavy, yeah, I feel like if I put something heavy, it'll kind of, I'm trying to think what I have heavy that I could display. The board's kind of jacked up, but I think once I paint it, it'll blend in a lot better. Right now, it's just really bright compared to everything else. And if not, the worst case, I cut another board and I could put this one like over here. So, okay, I'm pretty excited. I'm liking how it's coming together. I feel like that really elevates this wall. It makes it seem much taller in here. Much, much higher. Because like, that's why I went really high with this bead board. Because I want, like, it's not a narrow. I think these ceilings are 9 feet, 10 feet. I want to say they're 9 because I think out there's 9 as well. Because there was a piece of furniture that I was trying to buy for the kitchen, and it was like 9 something. I was like, oh. And the furniture piece was like 10 inches, and I was like, it's so close. Like, if I cut the legs off, it would fit. So I did this really high to make the room seem even bigger than it is. Even though it's very high ceilings, I wanted it to seem even bigger just because it is not really that big of a bathroom width-wise. Because of all the fireplace thing there is what really makes it kind of feel shortened up a bit. So once I take the drywall off of that, I feel like having that little bit of extra drywall off of there will make it seem, there's 2 more flies. Aha, I got both of them. You would come in here, they're like, oh yeah, let's come in here, and I know I didn't. So that's their goal. They're nowhere else now, so they just keep coming in here. I'm like, go away. Alright, I'm happy with it. Very happy with it. Gonna give you guys it's kind of hard, the camera I feel like makes it seem much shorter than it is, but I promise you it looks good in person. I'm so excited. This is like my favorite color paint ever. I love this color. I have it in the Florida house in the dining room. It's going to be in the master bedroom. It's in the kitchen. It's in the bathroom here. I'm even thinking about doing my living room here in this color. I just love it. Like, I do bedrooms usually different colors, but like the main part of the house I like to do in this because it's such a warm, go with everything color. It's just, I love it. Okay, here comes the fun part. Okay, it says to flip it upside down. I did not know this was part of the, I thought the seal. This is my first time installing a toilet, you guys. But after reading the instructions, okay, hold on, let me read one more time just because I have trust issues. Okay. Let me see. And then you flip it over this. I've had this shirt stuffed in here for a hot minute because of the smell. That's the old ones. Ugh. Okay. Stupid bolt. It pierced the wax ring. Okay. Attempt number 2. This is much harder than you would think. Okay, you know what? I'm starting to think that the wax ring is just gonna stay down. It's not going first. Okay, toilet, you're coming back off again. Oh, perfect. Okay, let's attempt this again. Round 2. So, whatever round it is at this point. Wow. Alright, you guys, the shelf is officially dry. We're gonna ever so gently stick her on. She just gotta get bolted. It's weird how it says the board's definitely warped. Oop. Oh, I love that a lot. Absolutely love that. What do you guys think? I think that just makes that wall. I am excited. So the dilemma on the toilet, oh my gosh. You have to put a nut on there to hold the bolt to the base before putting that on. Issue I'm having is I don't have anything to tighten it other than my hands. So Jeff should be here any minute. He's just got off work. And he's got tools. I thought I had the right ones. I need to collect more tools because I have a lot of my stuff in Florida, so everything's just kind of all over the place. So once that gets tightened up, then I can put the base on and it should stay snug. So as I'm tightening it on the base of the toilet, it's not coming loose at the base, because the issue is it's got this little T, and as you're tightening it, turns and then it comes up. So FYI. I'm like, I learned something new. So anywho, this is dry. I am ecstatic about that. I just cut 3 of the boards for back here is the 1x10, which is the same size as this. And I actually, I want to put the one up, and I decided that I want it deeper than 10 inches. So I was kind of bummed because I already cut 3 24-inch sections for that area. But even the brackets that I have, they're like a floating shelf type, so you don't see them on like this. It's really designed for a 12-inch board and not a 10-inch board because it overhangs just a little bit. So thank goodness I had a couple 1x12 boards out in the garage that was left over from the garage. So I grabbed one of those and I just cut up 4 24-inch sections with the saw, and so now they are cut for there. So next thing I'm fixing to do is I'm going to go ahead and paint them, and then once they are finished drying, then I can install the floating shelf brackets, and then I can install them. So I've decided I'm going to do 4 shelves. There's enough room there to do 4, and I have enough brackets to do 4. I feel like more storage the better because this bathroom needs a lot of storage. And under the sink, it's not that much room. So I'm going to go with 4 shelves. So I'm fixing to go out there and start painting. I'm waiting for Jeff to get here so he can help me with the toilet dilemma. And I am tickled pink about that. I think that looks wonderful. Very, very happy that I went that route for sure. And I'm glad that I painted it to match. Versus staining, because I feel like staining it would have, I don't know, I felt like it might have clashed, especially the brass and the wallpaper. So I feel like it blends really nice and it brings a lot of the focal point to those, which is what I wanted. They're so pretty. I'd honestly like to find more of them. They weren't terribly expensive, but they're old, so it's not like I got them on Amazon. But I think they're a really nice touch. Okay, let's go get to painting. The sink, the vanity. Alright, you guys, it is officially the next day. Jeff and I got the toilet on. So at least it's fastened to the floor, thank goodness. And then I am in the process of working on the shelves. I officially got all the shelves cut and painted. So I just went and measured from where the top of the laundry basket's going to be. And just like I'd say about this much higher, or this far from the top of the laundry basket. So there's plenty of room to open the lid. And then I just measured from there to the top, and then I just divided it so it's spaced. I think it's like 13 inches. 13.73 inches or something. So it's going to be a total of 4 shelves, and then there's a little bit more room at the top, which is nice because I'm either going to put a bigger basket up there to store like my stuff that I don't use on a regular basis, or I might put a picture up there too. I have actually quite an accumulation of art and pictures, so I need to I'm going to put 1 or 2, maybe even 3 up there. I'm not sure. We'll see. I brought someone that would work in the bathroom up already from the basement, because everything that's in the basement is the basement's kind of like my pantry, collectible, thrifted, Florida stuff / laundry room and freezer. So it's kind of like a pantry because I've got my huge walk-in pantry with all my canned goods and stuff that I can. And then I've got my washing machine and dryer down there. And then I have the stand-up freezer, which has got most like deer meat and all the meat and stuff that we raise. And then I've got another area that's pretty much all the stuff I've been collecting for Florida. So when I go to Florida next month, most of that's going to go with us. And then I have like all my artwork and stuff that I buy that I really love. There's a lot of that I kind of like just have it down there. So like as I redo stuff or like this, I can go down there and kind of like shop what I have. I actually need a better layout because everything's kind of in totes or in piles. Like the artwork's kind of like piled up. And I need a better layout so when I walk down there I could just like see everything. So I need more shelves. So that's another goal this winter is I'm gonna finish the basement. I have half the canning room that I need to put shelves in, and then the other half of the basement on like this side of the house, I think. No, it's this side of the house. It's under where we're at now. That is still needs to be painted. The other side, I painted the floors, I painted the walls, and the whole ceiling in the one area. It's like a 3-room basement down there. So I have one area that I still need to paint and add more lighting because it's kind of dark. And that's going to be like my laundry room and Christmas. I think that's where I'm going to keep like all my holiday stuff. So that's another project that I'll be recording in the next few months is my basement renovation, because I have the paint, I have the stuff to do it, I just gotta do it. And I much rather do it in the winter because it's warmer down there and it's drier because of the furnace running, versus in the summer it's really cold. It just seems damp. I don't know, I don't know. So I prefer to work down there in the winter, so I will have plenty of time to do that this winter. So that's where I'm at as of right now. I'm fixing to go grab the brackets and then we're gonna start installing these shelves. Actually, I was thinking last night, so I have this stupid plastic liner, which honestly I can't stand. It's like super thick and it's stiff and it drives me crazy. So one thing that I'm thinking about doing is I bought a bunch of fabric a month or two ago, and one of them's like a really nice linen fabric, and I bought I think 4 yards of it because it was on clearance. I think I got it from like Hobby Lobby, but it's a real pretty like cream ivory linen, and it's a thick fabric. So I don't know if that would work in here, and I just make my own shower curtain. I'm not entirely sure. Part of me wants to go high with it, but then I feel like that's going to block a lot of light out in there because I don't have recessed lighting inside the shower. I also have some other fabric too, but I don't know if it would go with it. So I'm going to toy with that idea once this bathroom's completely done, and I'll bring the fabric in and see what matches. I have quite a bit of fabric I've been collecting over time, and I will bring in and see what matches this bathroom the best. So stay tuned for that too, because I might need y'all's assistance with it, because I'm thinking that linen, but I'm worried because it's such a heavy fabric it's going to be too stiff. But then maybe it would look more like curtains. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. So, and I've seen other people when they do the like cloth curtains, they have 2 different racks. So they'll have this one for like your plastic liner, which stays inside the shower. And then they have a second one up high, and that's where they have like the little clips, like how I have for my curtains. And that's where the fabric falls over. So, because like obviously it's really hard to find plastic liners that are really tall, and it doesn't make sense to have it that high up either. So that can stay where it's at, and I would just get another one that would go over that, I think. We'll see. We'll play around with it and see. Because I think that would look more elegant than the shorter, but it just depends with light too. I don't know. We'll see. All right. Don't know if I like the black showing. Kind of wish they were gold. I do have rub and buff. So I might go back under that and just touch them up so they match all the brass. All right, you guys. It is getting there. Okay, so I finally have a system now. So what I do is I get my board. I line it up with that line. I make sure it's level. And then hold on, I'm gonna move it over just a hair. Okay. And then from there, I've got my lines. I then get my brackets, and then I line it up with the one up above. That might actually be just a hair lower. Okay. And then I pre-drill my holes. Level. And I'm on to the second one. I think it looks pretty good. I am very impressed. Now comes the rub and buff. Let's see if that helps. Alrighty, I just finished screwing down this shelf. I'm gonna go over these screws with some of the rub and buff. And surprisingly, this matches it perfectly. So you can't even really see any of the silver, which is perfect. Beautiful. Oh, I need more. These gals are all painted now. Let me show you guys a little bit more up close. So depending on the light, they look black still, but they are very much brassy. So I feel like that blends really well with the light fixture and everything else that's in here. Because I feel like something needs to go up here. I think that, and then if I can get like a little piece of greenery. That's from a local artist. I went to a seed expo like 2 years ago, and there was a local artist there, and that's where I got that painting along with this painting. I got a plant real quick and we can play with it. Let me look. I don't know. Or maybe that one should go there. Let me try a different one. There's also this one, but this one I think would be prettier, like hanging on a wall. I don't know. Hidden too much, I think. I don't know. Maybe small is because it makes it look bigger up there. And this one I'm thinking about here. That's kind of what I'm thinking. hardest part is like you have to nest. Like, okay, what fits where? Because I don't want too many. I also have, I think it was the last estate sale that I recorded with you guys. And it's got really cool history. It's a roofing slate. They said from about 107, it's about 175 years old. From the shadow of the cathedral, Pirates Alley. Okay, so roofing slates mined in Pennsylvania and transported down to Ohio and Mississippi rivers on rafts became the roofing materials after the fire of 1795. Each one was individually hand shipped. This one came from an old building on Bourbon Street dated back to the early 1800s. It was originally owned by a famous merchant named Lemoyne. Lemoyne? Yeah. So I think that it's just kind of a cool, really cool piece. So then I'm like, or would I rather have something like that up there? Let me get the price tag off of it first. Okay, what do you think of that? I don't know. I'm kind of torn because I feel like it needs something brassy up there. I kind of think I like the gold better. Maybe I'll put her. Here's another painting. I got this one not too long ago. This actually would be pretty in here because of the wood. Almost wonder what that would look like over here. Okay, let's experiment. About it, it's not settling well. And it's got the height. Oh, I think that looks better with the wood. That kind of brings in the wood from the door. And then most likely, I haven't decided if I'm getting a gold mirror or a wood mirror for the vanity. I haven't decided. It can't be a very big one because I don't want it to overcrowd the light fixture. So I don't know, I haven't found the right one of those yet. Yeah, I feel like that's more subtle. It's not like in your face like this one is. Okay. Question is, do we want a second one up there? Because I feel like I kind of want more artwork. I don't know. I'm so torn. I'm like, I don't know. I'm very torn. Maybe a tiny one. I don't think I have much for small. Bring out all my cute little things. Oh, so what is in there? Can't forget the chickens. Alright, you guys, we're in a dilemma. Shocker, right? So the toilet is back off again. I thought Jeff had fixed it and it was permanently on there. No, it wasn't. He's having the same issue I'm having with those bolts. He said something's funky about that plastic ring. So long story short, He's still working on it, but then he said once he put the toilet on there, it's actually too long for this spot. So it goes right up against the wall, but it's like this, it needs to come out like this much farther so the tank will fit directly on there, and it's not doing that. So we can't use this toilet. I'm like, fantastic. So plus side, I need a toilet for the Florida house. I need one more for down there. So, and that one it does not. There's a lot of room behind it. So this will work for the Florida house. So in the next day or two, I'm going to go back to either Lowe's or Home Depot and get another toilet. So it's just a little bit more narrower. So I've got the washing machine going, and it's always like freaks me out when I hear water going through the lines. So as of right now, everything's at a standstill. So let me show you guys where I'm at as of now. So I've got the upper shelf going. The candles are on timers, so they will come on later this evening. Here is that shelf. Got the basket. So things that have to get done. I still got to finish this room so I can at least get it somewhat painted on that side so I can get this plastic taken off the door. Toilet still has to go in. Vanity still has to go in. I'm still not entirely sure how to handle the vanity the whole vanity issue. And then I have to build a curtain for here, or kind of make one. I've got the fabric. I've got a couple other fabrics that I'm thinking about using. I'll do another video once I get the toilet. I guess it'll probably be like a part 3 or part 4. I'm not even sure where I'm at with this series. So that'll be the next video for the bathroom. It'll be the curtains, the vanity, getting this taken off. I'm looking for hooks. I need 2 hooks for there for towels. And then I want 3 hooks for behind the door for robes. Because I don't know about you guys, but I have like my favorite like robes. I have my absolute favorite, my favorite, and then like, okay, if I have to use this one. It probably sounds weird, but I have my like absolute favorite robe. That's actually a huge, like extra large one. And I love it. It's just super soft and it's huge, and that's what I use most of the time. But sometimes I take it upstairs and I don't bring it back down, and then I get out of the shower and I'm like, so I gotta use my backup robe. So I need lots of hooks for robes. So that's really about the only things left for this bathroom. And then of course like little things, like I've got mats and just little touches and stuff that I gotta do. So there'll be another series finishing up that stuff. But as of right now, this is where it's at. I am pretty happy with how much I have gotten done in the last couple of days. I am very much... Oh yeah, and covers. I'm still trying to decide. Anything that looks antique-y, that's the double like flicker type, are pretty expensive. Like they're like minimum $20 per cover, and I need 2 of them, one for here and one for around the corner here. So I've thought about making them, like getting a wood one and then adding some like little ornate detailings on the side and then just rub and buff it, because I'm not really going to be touching it, and this is what I'm going to be handling. I've got to get another one of these when I'm at Home Depot. And then I think all my supplies are out here. And then this one here I've got to replace. So that's another thing that I've got. So just a bunch of little things that have to get redone, but that's where she's at as of now. So much better than it was 2 days ago. I'm very excited about that. So stay tuned for episode 3, episode 4, the next episode. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Bye.